Hey everyone, we're off to Toussaint! Please like, comment and sub if you enjoy, and let's get into the episode. Right, so appeal to Sir Geralt of Rivia. That letter's quite sad as well, and that's why, you know, you could convince me that you don't want to be killing Red either. It's quite sad. This game's so good, the writing's so good. I mean, some of it's a bit not great, but you're really picking nits when you get to that. The bits that aren't great compared to the bits that are, I really feel. So, yeah. Right. I know this is a long way to ride, but I'm already on Roach and already just fast travelled, so I don't want to do it again. So what we want to do with this is we want to make sure that we've got our oils, which we do. So when you do the envoys and warning boys, if you're doing it early, the easiest way by far is to just say to them, look, if you kill these bandits, then more bandits are going to come back. Which might not be the best way in terms of being witchery and conscientious and all that stuff. But in terms of gameplay, it means that you don't have to fight the level 30 something bandits. And just lets you go to Toussaint early. So far easier to do that if you're trying to get there earlier, as I cover in my going to Toussaint early video.
Giddy up.
And that being the case, it skips out the fights with the bandits. Right past all these. We want to be swimming across. Is there a way to go without swimming? Not really. Just avoid these. Swim across. Yeah, so that skips out, you know, that skips out having to do the fighting aspect of it versus the bandits, and then you can take out the giant by hitting him with the crossbow in the eye. So we'll be trying to do that and end that fight quickly. I reckon you could actually do that fight normally though if you wanted. This is a high level bilge hag, so, or warthag, one of the two, and I don't want the warthag mutagen because I don't need it. Don't use that decoction anymore because it was, in my opinion, hugely nerfed by the changes to heightened tolerance and how decoction toxicity works. Foglet there, I could kill those, but do I really want to? No, not really. I mean, I could do, but I don't want to. So instead we'll just summon Roach, get riding again. See him just trying to draw closer on the map, but again, don't care. I'm just going to ride past all these things. Alright. Okie dokie. Have to sort out my oils at some point as well, so that I've got the Ogrod oil. Oh, that's the volunteer. Could do that while I'm here. I don't want to kill the troll though. Oh. Trollololol. Although he did eat people. So like, I don't know. It's a bit of a moral grey area. He did eat the soldiers after he'd killed them, which is kind of dangerous, let's be honest. What are you? Yeah, get out of it. Just for pure cheek. Attacking me, I'm gonna kill you. Even though I don't have the correct oil. It's only one drowning by itself. Kill that. Get a drown a tongue. Right. Doesn't seem to be anything interesting around here. Although sometimes there is around wreckages and things. Anyway. Roach didn't catch me up properly, so snooze you lose, Roach. Plenty of stuff that you could grab around here again, but not really needing it, and I don't want to risk getting into a scrap with the guards because it's just boring. Alright, so Knights from Toussaint are in Holloway, which is here. So we're going to do this bit. Cool. Right, just before I forget, I will put the correct oil on. So we want the Ogrod oil. What else am I likely to be fighting in Toussaint? I'll have to... There are the necrophages that you could fight, but I'll not be fighting those because I just want to do that. Just want to beat the ogre troll thing, and then after I've beaten that, I'll get insectoid oil on in case I get caught with something else. But yeah, whatever. Right, so let's get this out of the way and go to Toussaint.
That white orchard.
Right, cool. Griffin at White Orchard, yeah, that was me. Let's go. Get rid of these bandits. Right, so if you choose this option, there's no honour in it. No, there isn't, but it lets us skip a thing, so yeah. Anyway, skip all this bit, blah blah blah.
So
Is
Okay, get through all this stuff.
shall
Yep. Right.
might and not most
Find out about the beast.
Two.
Ooh, interesting. Get all this stuff. You can do all this.
You can. So we must
ready to
To Toussaint, off we go. Woot woot. I love Toussaint. It's amazing. Off we go. With their cool saddles and everything else. We'll get one of those very shortly. So the main things that we want to do in Toussaint is we want to get to the perfumery merchant, buy this stuff
Geralt and Yennefer
cheap
will be united.
from him.
But something even more important
We'll
happened
need
in
to
Museum.
defeat the
Geralt learned that
ogre
Sibilla,
troll
his
thing,
one-time
whatever you want to
lord,
call
had
it,
returned
giant
from
cyclops.
afar, and she was in
We
danger.
want,
He
after
was
we've done
to
that, we have
find
free
her
reign
at the
of
Emperor's
Toussaint. So we want to
command
get the
and
places of
Yennefer's
power.
behest.
We want to go to the perfumery merchant, buy albedo and whatever, so we can make the superior oils. It's much cheaper to buy them directly from him. We want to go and speak to the guy about Gwent and get the Skellige deck, and then go around and find all the markers, but more importantly get the places of power that we can easily access, and then also play everybody with this basic Skellige deck so that we can build up the different cards and get all the cool cards and optimize the deck before we come back and do Gwent for realsies. Is there anything else for Bianco bit, because I don't want to fight the really high level necrophages or the high level Bruxa, so we don't need to do those yet. We don't want to do Turn and Face the Strange, because whilst you can do it, it unlocks the mutations, which is cool, but also makes the game horrendously easy. And when I say horrendously, it doesn't sound like the right word. It is, because it makes the game boring, like really boring. You could do it and just unlock Toxic Blood, I suppose, which adds very, very little. So I could do that, but if you get any of the actual good ones, like Magic Sensibilities, or especially Piercing Cold, it's just like so easy, it's absurd. Yeah. But it is amazing. I love how beautiful Toussaint is. So good.
exactly.
And look,
how
that
I
armour
remember.
fits really well, that white tiger armour. This is cool, like it. You do have to be very careful with the ogre, because it can absolutely break you in two.
You will see for
But
yourself.
look how beautiful
To me,
Toussaint
place
is,
always
oh
seems
my
straight out of a
goodness.
fairy tale. Knights
This
errant,
DLC
elven palaces.
is maybe even better than the proper game.
We are
It's
somehow odd. I shall prove
ridiculous.
you wrong. This I pledge on the heron.
You say we're somehow odd? This I pledge on the heron, yeah, because that's perfectly normal, weirdo. Right, so Guillaume's about to get himself destroyed by a Cyclops because he's a nutcase. So this is Goliath, and yeah, we should probably help him out. So even though he's just been landed on by a whole building and a whole windmill, he's still going. But you can kill any Cyclops with a shot to the eye. A single eye will kill them straight out. So that's what we'll be trying to do here. So we've got the correct oil, but that's mainly for protective coating. Oh my life, poor horsey! You do that to my roach, I swear! Right, so you got to stay out of range of this thing, and then try and shoot it in the eye. Sup! You want to do this? Let's do this. Right, so first things first. Quen, supremely important. Right, so it restocks everything in your inventory. So we want Tornial. I think you can poison it. Is it worth having that to try and poison it? Yeah, probably. Right, we've already got the correct oil. Let's just check that, because if we take a hit, it's gonna hurt a lot. Right, and then what else we want? We want Enhanced Swallow, Blizzard, and we want to try and be hitting this thing in the eye. Tracking bolt. So I wonder if the tracking bolt actually works at all in terms of hitting it in the head. Right, so you just keep taking pot shots at it basically, and you can see that actually you can do a fair amount of damage with the bleeding from the bolts. But I've used up loads of my bolts there, so never mind. I wonder if split bolts give you a better chance of hitting it in the eye. You'd think so, right? So anyway, we just want to keep Quen up, take pot shots at it, Woohoo! Critical hit, 1 damage. Anyway, so yeah, just try and manually aim and aim for its head and try and hit it in the eyes, and eventually you'll hit it and kill it. So, like I say, it will take damage from bleeding. This is terrible shooting. Normally it takes less time than this, but whatever. And you can see it's still taking damage. All my life I suck at shooting. But anyway, this is basically what you do. I wonder if you can hit it with the poisoning bolts. I should have a look at that. Will you slow down? Whatever. Still taking damage from that bleeding. That's pretty cool. This is its dangerous attack, so you got to stay out of range of this. Right, let's try and see if we can blind it with salmon, because I've never tried that. So that's kind of interesting. We also want Northern Wind, yeah. Oh, it didn't slow down, that sucks. Right, so Northern Wind, switch back to the crossbow, and then try and shoot it in the eye again. There you go, eventually got it. Cool. Right, cool, David and Goliath sorted. Right, so that's that thing down. You get a really good sword from it and a greater red mutagen as well, which is cool. We usually get a greater red mutagen, we'll check in a minute. Anyway, that's that thing dealt with. Nice. Cool, right, there we go. There we go. So we get the trophy. And that's that. Cool trophy as well. There you go, greater red mutagen, Dahlia, the really good sword. You get some florins and crowns and everything else. Very good. Right, so let's have a look. We want that greater red mutagen. Heck yeah. There we go. And then we can put the normal red mutagen and get a bit of a boost at level 16 when we unlock that next slot down there. So that's cool. And we're going to get some more places of power so we can get a third point in undying. All in all, extremely successful. Wicked. Delayed recovery just about to run out, so we'll top that up again. On we go. So yeah, that's how you do that. I feel like that was nice and successful.
Let's go.
Let's go. Quite.
Brave
Let's
kid,
go.
Guillaume.
Parmanin oversaw his upbringing.
Okay,
Guillaume is his kin.
there we go. Alright, so now we have free reign of Toussaint, basically. So you can
Get used to the way
follow
the knights
Milton
talk,
and do the whole
especially how you switch back and forth between
you can do
flowery
everything like that, but what we're going to be doing is Gwent and Skellige deck. Wicked. So plenty of stuff you can get here. Might as well collect all these.
clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Right, so get all these. The Great Beauclair Gwent tournament, that's what we want. Come here, Roach.
Run, Roach.
No, don't run. We just want to gradually move, in fact. And then when I've set my quest, then we want to run. Don't want to do any of that yet. I don't want to do any of this stuff. What we want to do is we want to ride and do Gwent. Woot woot. Right, so we're going to track that one. Then we're going to go and get the Skellige deck from him, agree to use it in the tournament, and then we can get the markers on the map and go and find all the different cards that make the deck better. They're always fixed, so you always get them in a certain place, but they're also, some people are a lot more difficult to play than others. But it doesn't matter because you don't have to bet a lot of coin on it, you can just bet the minimum every time until you win. So you're not losing much coin from it. There are a couple of different ways that you can set up the Skellige deck as well, in my opinion. You can either do it, I find it's better to specialise in either like a weather based deck or a sort of Mardrone based deck. Now the weather or tight bond based deck is probably more consistent, but the Mardrone deck is far more fun in my opinion, so you can probably guess which one we're going with. I don't mind losing a few Gwent games if it's much more fun to actually play, so you know, that's that basically. Right, okay, so gonna get a few of these going. Right, you can also do the paper chase quest, which was funny at first, but I don't think I've ever done it since. It's just not worth the 500 crowns. I loathe that quest. It's so boring. So, make sure that you tip him, because it's 5 crowns and it gets you generosity for your erudite virtues.
Better.
Okay, okay, here's your tip. So make sure you do that. That gets you generosity, which is by far the cheapest way of doing it. And then this is written as from my dear friend, whereas if you've romanced one of the girls, then it's from them with love. So like if you've romanced Triss, it's from Triss with love, and if you've and the wording of the letter is different. And if you've romanced Yen already, which you normally have, romanced one of them, then it's different, which is very interesting. So yeah.
Someone needs an escort.
Got all this stuff sorted. So first things first, perfumery merchant. You can play him, but I don't have the Skellige deck yet, so should I come back afterwards? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. So you can buy a ton of stuff from him, which is very expensive, but also really good. So let's have a look. If you buy everything, it's really expensive, but all my life you can get some good stuff from him. So he has like all of these. So there you go, superior swallow, we'll get that. So basically this is like a major reason for going here, especially with delayed recovery. You can buy all these things from him, which is like mega good. So they don't cost a lot for these. I'll buy some of the others later, but yeah, you can just basically buy all the superior ones from him, and then you can buy stuff and make them from him later, which is really cool. Don't need superior dragonid oil yet. Do want the other superior oils, so superior ogroid, superior relict, superior blizzard. Oh my days. Don't want superior cat, don't care about that. Do care about these enormously. Superior necrophage, you dang right. Superior cursed, superior northern wind. Now obviously you can tell that's massively expensive, but if you want to buy those, then you can do. The bombs, I'm alright with the normal bombs, so I'm not going to spend like a couple of grand just to get those, but as you can see, that is absolutely wicked. So you can also buy these, which I believe lets you convert them right away, but again this is tremendously expensive, so I'm not going to do that just yet. But as you can see, that is just marvellous, and you can buy everything superior from him. So we're going to go on a mass alchemy making spree and see what we can get. Right, so hide all this stuff first. Enhanced white honey, we can make that straight off. We'll do that. That just gives me a bit more leeway having more than one of them. Right, now the other stuff. What do we need? We definitely want superior blizzard. So we need a rebus. That looks like a rebus as well. So we'll get rebus for those. A kebrith, 2 kebrith. So 2 rebus, 2 kebrith. And a vermilion, a rubedo, and 2 vitriol. So these will cost you like quite a lot to make, but some of them, they're just so good, you know. This is one of the main reasons, in my opinion, for coming to Toussaint. So do we want the superior white honey? Maybe, we'll see how that goes. So I need 3 kebrith, 2 vitriol, a rubedo, a vermilion, and 2, what else? Rebus. Right, okay, check this out, see how much we can afford, see what we can make. So we wanted 3 kebrith, but actually I just used my last white gold to make that, and I don't need the rest, so that was 1 kebrith, and it's much cheaper rather than buying the items to make the white gold and crafting them. It's much cheaper to just buy them, because look at that, they're only 62 crowns from him, which is amazing. So we wanted a rubedo, we wanted a vermilion, if I recall, we wanted 3 vitriol, and what else did we want? Did we get an albedo already? I feel like we did. We wanted another 2 kebrith. I might have missed the albedo. Do I need an albedo? I feel like I need an albedo. Whatever. Do you suffer from long-term memory loss? I can't remember. Right, so what have we got? We can make these superior... Oh yeah, because we need them for the oils as well. Alright, let's do the potions first. You do need white gold for the potions. Can you buy white gold from him? I honestly cannot remember. So I need a white gold for each of the potions. White gold, white gold, white gold. Nope, can't buy white gold, I don't think. So we're going to have to buy cherry cordial and mandrake cordial. We might actually have to find some other people to buy stuff from. So this is costing us a few thousand already, but let's see how many white gold we can make first. Oh, we got quite a few, so that's cool. We can make these, it doesn't cost us anything to actually craft them, that I recall. There's no other uses for these cherry cordial, mandrake cordial, Redanian herbal. So we'll just make those. Hopefully that didn't use up my Arenaria for anything that I actually need. Right, so first things first, we start with Superior Swallow, because it's the best and the most important. Then we get Superior Thunderbolt, because it's awesome. We get Superior Blizzard, because it's probably the best potion in the game, maybe other than Superior Swallow. And then we want that. And Superior Full Moon. Right, so Superior Black Blood, Superior Maribor. I only had the one white gold, so I'm going to have to choose between these. And I need more Arenaria for the Superior Petri. So it'd probably be Superior Petri would be the best, but we'll go with this for now. Right, so we need to loot some more of that. We've got a Rebis, one Mistletoe, one Ergo Seed, Superior Spectral, always worth having. Right, so what do we need for these? Now we need a Vermilion. Is that all we need? Yeah, a Vermilion. A Nigredo. Is that Vitriol or Ether? Right, so we need is that Vermilion we said? Yeah, Vermilion, Nigredo, and Ether, Hydrogenum. That's what we needed the Albedo for. And the Relic Oil and the Ogre Oil don't need a superior one. That's weird. Interesting. Can't buy Arenia Eyes from him that I recall. He doesn't have that kind of thing. Right, so we need Hydra. I need a Hydra, Hydrogenum, Ether, Vermilion, Nigredo. Alright. Where are we? Where are we? We need an Ether, a Hydrogenum, Ether, Hydrogenum, Nigredo. Then we can make those. Where are we? Necrophage oil. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, I don't have the other stuff for them. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. And I don't have the enhanced relic oil yet, because I need a cave troll liver. Okay, well, that's fine. But I've got the actual things for them when I need them. Vermilion, that was the one we were missing. So yeah, I spent quite a few thousand on the crafting things there, but totally worth it. Give me a Vermilion. And they're so cheap to just buy from him directly, which is just like really wicked. That you can have an absolute ton of those. So we've made the oils that it's feasible to make. We've made the amazingly powerful potions, which is wicked. We've only one or two of those left to get. And we can see if there are any bombs as well. So what are we missing? An Allspice and a Keberith. We can get Superior Northern Wind. Yes please. Allspice and a Keberith. Where are we at? Allspice. Oh, does he not have the he doesn't actually have the herbs, but I'll be able to buy them buy those elsewhere. Right, so what are we missing? Don't want to be buying those, so Superior Cat, Superior White Raffords. I could buy the formulas just for acquired tolerance, but I'm not going to be putting that in a slot yet, so not really with it. Don't need the conversions there, don't need the greater crafting items. If you wanted to, you could sell things to him, but he doesn't give great prices or anything, so not really worth doing that. What a fantastic little trip that was. Marvellous. Right, okay, so now we're going to go and speak to the Gwent dude. And we're going to get our Gwent deck and then start on that quest. So that was just, that's a major reason to come to Toussaint as well. I forgot that you can buy all of that stuff from him, which is just fabulous. Heck yeah. So we'll go up the stairs, talk to this dude.
The tournament. Am I too late to sign up? We've one slot free for
Right,
anyone
sorted.
willing to play the Skellige deck.
Yeah, I'll play the Skellige deck. It's fun as heck. I actually think it's the third best deck.
Our
It's no way near. It's not quite as good as the Nilfgaardian or Northern Realms, both of which are really powerful. So you know, that's kind of cool. But all right, sorted. Give me that Skellige deck. Right, sorted. Deal. I'll play. A lot of people hate the Skellige deck, but I actually think you don't get time to get to grips with it normally. But it is really cool. So, right, okay. So, a few other things you want to do. You want to take a boat over to the part of the lake that has the place of power. Is it there or is it there? I can never remember. I want to say it's this one. 99% sure it's this one. So there's a grave hag around here. There's a couple of other places that we want to check out. And you can see that we've got all the people around here to play. So I'll go and get the place of power first, then I'll go and play everybody at Gwent, so that we can just skip over everything that's not Gwent related if you don't want to watch that content. So get my superior swallow going. As if delayed recovery needed to be any stronger. Are you serious? Hell yeah. Right. So now we need to find a boat. Alright. 24 people. 24 people to find. Right, I'll have to set up my deck as well. But I'll do that again just before I actually start playing. So that people who don't want to do Gwent, don't want to watch the Gwent, can skip over the next parts of the playthrough and just catch us back up when we're doing things normally. That's the plan anyway. Now there is something in the middle of this lake that you can get whilst you don't have to fight anybody. There's no drowners in the lake. Can't remember exactly where it is, but if it flashes up with my witch senses, I'll do it. Not seeing him right now. I'll get it at some other point. But with having bought pretty much everything there, I've pretty much got everything I want, or I could buy them very easily from him. That is the place of power. Looks like. So I did have the slightly wrong place, but that's alright because I recognised it from afar, so we're good. You might find that thing to collect from the water's edge as well. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, just dinged my boat up, but it doesn't really matter. It's still easily able to sail back. Alright, so this is one of the ones that's obviously completely unguarded.
Place of power.
Hard one.
Draw from it.
Yeah, we should. Cool. Okie doke. So there, easy place of power. I'll put the third point into Undying, whilst we've already got that. We're very nearly at level 16 as well. Geralt, do you want to get in the boat? I think I pressed the wrong button, to be fair. Right. So that's that. We'll somehow reverse a sailboat out of a bay. That makes perfect sense. Or apparently get stuck because we can't reverse a boat. Yeah, reverse, come on. It's even got it there. Stop reverse, come on, back. Seriously. Oh, whatever. Alright, I'll just swim across. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, whatever. We got any more boats? I think the other boat is guarded, which is the problem. Yeah. I think that's guarded. Let's have a look. Not sure. One of these is a bandit camp, is the problem. Well, that one's the nearest. I'll just go and check it out. If it's a bandit camp, I'll just avoid them and then swim across. But yeah, whatever. Can we get up here? A bit of the old jump and roll. Yep, jump and roll. Anything to collect here? No, that's weird. Why is there nothing in that chest? Look, it's literally a chest. Anyway, whatever. I have a feeling this is the bandit camp, you know. Yeah, it is. Right, I'll just avoid that then. Right, okay, lengthy swim, but never mind. I could just get Roach and ride around the edge, actually. Yeah, I'll do that. It's going to be marginally quicker. Roach, honey. Let's get up onto slightly more tenable ground for yieldy horse riding. I can't whistle. Hey, baby! Right. Off we go. Oh, sugar. Right, and that's why we need Roach, actually. Avoid that panther. Panthers are quite dangerous. Don't want to be fighting that early. So, at least we should be able to ride past most of the enemies. Hopefully all of them, because we are woefully unequipped to be able to, underleveled in fact, to be able to deal with them. I'll ride past all this stuff, head back to Toussaint, and then we'll sort out the Gwent deck and we'll go around and play everybody. Wicked. Alright. Can also sell things to the vendors in Toussaint now as well, which is very useful. Terrific. I'll speak to the Master Armourer whilst I'm here so I can sell things to him. I'll be having to stop galloping soon when we get into the actual city itself. Alright, so there's our marker, and then there's loads of people to play, so this will at that point.
A smashing place we have.
Speak to this guy first and talk to him about all of the different armors.
Greetings.
Greetings, how we doing?
Heard of?
Okay. Bring me the diagrams. Right, let's have a look. So go through all this stuff. It tells you about his mentor and everything. And then you can speak to each of them. Tell me about the wolf. So yeah, loads of stuff you do here. You can't make any of these Grandmaster ones. You could try the quest if you were suicidal, but again, not really worth doing. And that's not what I've come to Toussaint for. I've come for alchemy things and Gwent. So yeah, get all this stuff. And that's all of them sorted. Okay, so let's see what we've got. If you dismantle things with him, because he's a Grandmaster Armourer, it will also give you more items from them as well. So some of it can be very expensive, but we want green gold ore and things, so that's really good. Anything that we get dismantled with him, we should tend to get more for, so this is why I saved all these silver things, put some of them in the stash as well. And so I'll dismantle some of these. Alright. Cool. Always want black pearls as well. So yeah, if you can get more items by dismantling them with a Grandmaster Armourer, then it's always worth doing, even though if it's something that you just get a normal amount of items for, which is some of them, then you're better off not doing that, because it costs more to dismantle things with him. But yeah, hope that made some semblance of sense. Let's have a look. So we sell these things to him. I'll keep those things because they can be useful for actual crafting later. Sell all of those. So if you were to look at like the you know, the stones, the lesser stones that normally, where are they? Lesser triglavs. So they normally sell for 102, but to him they sell for more. So everything sells for slightly more to him, basically. We've got the Goliath trophy. Don't need duplicates of those, so we can get rid of the Night Wraith one. And then anything that you wanted to dismantle with him, like you would say, like we say, you could dismantle there. That's enough to be going on with for now. Also costs slightly more to repair things with him as well, so just bear that in mind. Don't do that with him unless you absolutely need to. Now we could get a better saddle, but those are expensive and unnecessary. Costs quite a few hundred to get, you know, the blinders and things, so even though they are better than the blinders we've got currently, blinders don't make too much of a difference. So again, not overly bothered about that. What we do want is these. the Beauclair saddlebags gives us another 10 inventory weight for only 250 cost, which is very, very good, and you can buy a load of good stuff from him as well. There is a bug where sometimes in the game it'll not give you the option to dismantle. I don't have any of them to test yet, but like sometimes you'll get a problem where you can't dismantle things into the correct blood and wine items, the acid discharge or whatever it's called, the centipede discharge into acid extract or whatever it is that you need to enrich your dimeritium ores, which is annoying. But right, but that is pretty much everything sorted, I think. So let's have a look, and then we might be ready to start playing some Gwent. See what else she's got, if she's got anything interesting, or indeed if we can sell things to her. So again, these are all costing 710, so might as well just leave those for now. These are the same prices that you would buy them from the other alchemist. Can buy Arenaria from her, that's not very expensive, so we'll get a couple of those. Always good to have an allspice if she's got any, but she doesn't seem to have any at the minute. Oh yeah, she does, allspice. Buy a couple of those, and you can sell things to her for really good prices. So whereas the other alchemy guy bought the necrophage hides for like 125, you can in fact sell them to her instead. Sometimes it works out better to dismantle things with the Grandmaster Armourer and then sell the things that you dismantle them into, like the monster hides that you would dismantle there. So I'd have to refresh my memory on what's best to do that with. Things like Nilfgaardian Lemon you can sell to her. These Alchemist powders she buys for good amounts, so sell some of those to her. See what else we've got. These Temerium Rye. Don't think you really need to keep many of them, if any. So we'll sell a few, just keep 5 of each to be on the super cautious side, but I reckon you could easily get away with selling all of those. Not going to need a lot of saltpeter that I remember, but they're not particularly valuable. Got a few more Dwarven Spirit, so again we've got a couple of hundred of those, so again we can easily get away with selling some of them. So yeah, certain things you can get away with selling, like you can live without, just clear up, you're not exactly clearing up space, but you can get just a few extra crowns here and there, and you can make quite a lot of money that way. So even though we spent a lot, we're still in pretty good shape, and that means that we've now got enough for the Superior Northern Wind, because I bought those allspice, and the rest of them we're just waiting on a couple of alchemy ingredients that we can't buy elsewhere that we'll get when we actually go travel to Skellige, and we'll get them there. And then these, we need a white gull and a rebus. Could get that actually, but yeah, it's the white gull that's the limiting factor there. Make a couple of these. That's why you do want to keep some of the empty bottles, because you need them to make the white gull. So we could make the superior white honey, or we could get a bit of Arenaria and then make those. I'll save that so I can get the superior petri. Right, so now we're going to start Gwent. So I'm just going to save it, and I might go and have a break in real life, and then we'll be doing that soon. Okay. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and please like, comment and sub. I'll see you all next time for some Gwent on the path.